Hello everybody, we are here, we are live, we are playing Last Epoch today. The stream's a little later than I normally do, so let's move the... Hello everybody coming in. We're going to continue with our beastmaster. So we're going to continue on with the beastmaster. Alright, we got to figure out where we were. Okay.
Yes.
What's up, Josh? We are doing Last Epoch. And I'm just trying to remember where we were. I don't know if I finished. Okay. Let's look at our stuff passive to make sure we don't have any points that we need to put in. Okay. Okay. What's up, Philly? Moonlit. Alright, so we ended up... Alright, let's we got our bear out. What's up, Captain? We're doing Last Epoch today, so... I was going to show you guys a different class, but Ghost Queen said I should just continue on with this one. So we're going to continue on, see what we can accomplish with this one. It is good. It's a time traveling game. I'm playing as a primalist. And right now we have a wolf, a raptor, crows, and we have a bear. The crows will probably get recycled out once I get the scorpion. And then, like, the reason I'm streaming so late today, the first stream, is because I was working on a D2 build to try and make the druid work. And I found out that you actually, if you mix, like, the werebear mechanics with the summons, it should work. I was able to beat Andy all by myself. Look at that, we got a Cradle of the Erased. We got a legendary shield right there. What's up, Average Joe? What's up, Big Kodiak? And you can upgrade all your gear in this one too, so. But we're gonna try and knock out some levels. We haven't even finished Act 1 yet, so there's like 10 acts, I believe. A lot of people skip a lot of it because they want to get to the end game. I personally hate the end game that's in this. It's like a weird version of PoE maps. But also, I have gloves that if I get critical hits, I can summon bees. What's up, Asparagus? Oh, look, we got levels. What's up, Tyler? Looks like we leveled up again. Let's go in here. Let's increase the minion damage right there. I'm trying to get to 15 points in there so we can get it's not really. It's on PC. It doesn't release on PS5 until it doesn't release on PS5 until after Season 5. So Season 4 hasn't even dropped yet. Yeah, Last Epoch is on Steam only right now. It's coming to PS5 after Season 5, which won't be for a while. So yeah, it's not going to be on PS5 for a while. Let's empower that again. I like this season for D4. It's just it glitched out yesterday when we were playing, so we had to cut the stream because it wouldn't let me play as the butcher or leave the area that we were in. I do like you can get a lot of the Doom cosmetics for free. I think it's a good season for like a filler. because I do know a lot of their eggs are going into... And then something stupid I heard is people are mad that they're releasing more torment levels. Some more difficulty levels for Diablo. It probably is running smoother today. I spent a good chunk of the day working on this new character in D2. Almost thought about streaming that instead, but I promised last epoch, so. But I was working on a zoo build that, instead of using like an elemental to try and get it, I was using werebear, because the werebear like beat Andy in like 4 hits. Well, I like that because it gives people like a chance to continue to get better. Things are going to change next when the expansion drops, though. And they're trying to gear people up for that. Like, they're reworking all the trees. Everything you think that would work is going to work differently. The Warlock is going to be great. So I just think they're trying to change people's opinions, because so many people will give Diablo a hard time, but they won't try the new seasons. What's up, Matchu? Oh, there's a time rift. Oh yeah, the Butcher and Town segments are so much fun. I've really had fun with it, and then just it feels better with the kill streaks. The only issue I found is Ghost Moon was playing as a sorceress and couldn't hit the kill streak as well as like me with the paladin, doing like the shield ricochet. I could hit more. But I wanted to stream today because tomorrow there will not be a stream. What's up, Daryl? Yeah, I wish I was one of those people that got to like play it early. Because like Sladra got to play it early. I think with what I'm doing, like with building and everything, I might eventually be like one of those people. I always run out of room. Especially since, like, I'm actually a supporter of, like, the Diablo series. And lately, I've been trying to really push for people to give the game a chance. But I'm not on the level of, like, people like Riker, Rax, Sladra, any of those people. So, we're not using a shield right now. Gain a stack of golden ages. This is my unique tab, so I have it set up with a... This game you can also have unlimited tabs. And it costs in-game currency, so you cannot physically... You cannot buy them. I wonder if the camera would look better if I put it like this. I'm trying to like... I'm just trying to make the camera look better, but I think it's just with me playing on a laptop, it's just kind of hard to have it where I want and to look at you guys. What's up, Tears of Pain, Philly? Let's see, what kind of belt is this? It's a Viper Tail belt. It's really not what I'm using. I have so much stuff in here. But let's see. The other one's Minion. Like, this is better, but I don't think I can make it better because this has Minion armor and Minion chance to inflict bleed on hits. We're doing Last Epoch today, man. I was trying to see if I need any of these for minion damage, but
Yes.
what's up, Lone Wolf? But yeah, I was working on that build Sparks for D2, and I figured what I'm gonna do to try and make it easier is I'm gonna incorporate Werebear into the Werebear into the build. So we're gonna do the Werebear. This screen is so small though compared to what I'm used to. Because I'm looking at this, but then I gotta look up and look at what you guys are saying. I wonder if I can take this armor that I just found in there. So one thing you guys can do in here is you guys can upgrade armor. So we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to try and add minion health to it. Dexterity, armor, health regen. We'll put minion health there, which is 36%. So we're gonna try. I want to try and build this so I can use it. Damage over time when controlled. Viper effect. Melee. Tornado. I could do this though. We can increase Raptor. Put health on here. Armor, cold resist, lightning resist. You're working on a cheap gear to take on Uber Diablo. Yeah, I was working on this on the Zoo build, which I found out the version I'm doing, people use it for hardcore all the time. So this one right here, we have 69%. Minion health, armor, vitality. This one is 36 minion down. If I got one, I should be able to get to 2 for the Pally of the Source. Yeah, I'm trying to get that build to work that I was working on. See, I want to. So that's just increased minion health is like 69%, but this one buffs me. I'm only gonna lose. I only lose 30% of minion health, but I think I can make up for that. I want to see if I can upgrade this. So we can take minion health up. There. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do any. So you can upgrade just about anything. Look, there's minion health. We're going to add something. Health, necrotic, stun avoidance, endurance. Let's go added health and health regen. Then we'll bring them in. Let's try and get health regen up to tier 2. We got it up to tier 2. Elemental, can we get that to tier 2? Yes, we did. Let's... Okay. So we were able to get our minion health up to 59%. What's up, Coven? What's up, Marty? So now our ring will work for what we just got rid of. Because that was 69, but now we got 48 here. And we got 59 there. We got 36 there.
Yes.
There. I want to get some shattering runes. Let's shatter this. And now we got minion health shards. Okay, cool. Let's go to our idols. Which for you guys that played D2, these are the same as... like these are the same as like your charms. But you have them in your own little... you have them here. So that way it's easier for you to do. Okay, let's take our portal back. But now we got our stuff back. Also, your raptors give you elemental resistance, so... attack speed up. What's up, Big Watts? Yeah, so every skill has its own skill tree in this game. This is the character I'm the best at building, though. We need to go in there because that's one of the quest areas. This one area we're in order to progress, we need to get there's 3 different quests you have to complete. Shards. But yeah, you can upgrade everything in this game, so. 2 passive points. Trying to remember what that does. Aspect of the boar grants a 30% increased bleed reduction. I don't want that one. Could probably just get our minion damage to 56. There, so we got savagery. What's up, Moo Moo? So we got our savagery up. So just, I'm reminding everybody there will be no stream tomorrow. And this game does have a loot filter, so... There's also alternate ways that you can go places. Um, Tomorrow's a hard day for me, so normally I don't. The date. So normally I don't do anything on that day. Yeah, so normally I don't do anything on that day. Even when I was working, because I'm not right now. This is my job right now that I'm doing. It's not a sore subject. I can talk about it if you want. It's just for my own mental health and well-being. I don't do anything on that day. It is the anniversary of my mom's passing, so it is her anniversary, so I just try to not be doing anything that day. Which her birthday is also in March, so we'll yeah, so I tend to just not. That's one of the reasons why I'm not streaming tomorrow. Health. Let's go. We've done enough. We've done damage and leech. We should probably get their companion health up. And anybody that hasn't played this, you have the ability to go in 3 different trees. But even if you pick one tree that you... So, you start off as a base class, like in PoE. But you have a subclass that you can do. Okay. So you start in here, which is the Primalist. And then, once you get 20 points and you can switch. You'll have a special class that you specialize into. I did the Beastmaster, because then you get the Raptor. And you can put points into the Druid, but you only get up to, like, this right here. You can put points into the Shaman. So, every class has the same thing. So there's the Acolyte, which can go Necromancy, or there's 2 other classes. The Rogue has 3 different classes. The Sentinel, which would be your Paladin type stuff. All of them have 3 different masteries plus your main that you can go into. Grounded and Grounded 2 are both on Game Pass. Me and Ghost Queen might play like D4 or maybe some Fortnite. Because that is a game we don't really do on stream that much anymore. That game has a lot of controversy going on right now. Yeah, I think there's a few games I like for just like zoning out, and one of those would be like Castlevania, because I got the Castlevania collection, but I like playing the OG Castlevanias. I'm not a fan of the New Age Metroidvania stuff. Another one would probably be... almost to a point like Diablo's like that for me, where I can just zone out. Like, me just making builds for D2 is like a zone out thing for me. A game I wish I could get into, Sparks, but I tried and it wasn't my thing, was Starfield. I was really hoping I would have been able to get into a Starfield. Just because I like Skyrim, I like Bethesda games. But for some reason, Starfield just didn't grip me. Final Fantasy is your zone out. I like Final Fantasy. I've never played 9. I've realized Final Fantasy, I don't really like the turn-based one so much anymore. But like 7. And I have yet to play Rebirth yet. But Final Fantasy 7, going through it again, that game is so much fun, the remake. But I think Final Fantasy VII was like the first time I really saw the mainstream get into one. And it's the one that I put so much time into when I was in middle school. So when I was in 7th or 8th grade. The only problem that I have is my PS5 is in the living room. So, and I don't really, it's hard to just sit down. Fallout's hit and miss for me most of the time. But one of my all-time like favorites that I will always go and play. On that list, there's, so aside from D2, it would be Kingdoms of Amalur, which is a fantastic RPG that nobody talks enough about. I have put hundreds, if not thousands of hours into that game, replaying it all the time since it came out. And Mass Effect 2. So those two games, to me, are top tier. But I would tell anybody to play Kingdoms of Amalur, because that game is so great. See, we can just go like this, and then we'll just take the waypoint back. Yeah, Fallout is fine. It's just, at times it can be janky and all that kind of stuff. Got 2 more idle slots. But Sparks, I will say that I wish D2 I've played it but lost interest about halfway through. They did remaster they remastered both of those games. So Mass Effect 2 they remastered in the Legendary Collection. And then Kingdom of Amalur, not only did it get remastered, but it got another DLC. That game, it's written by R.A. Salvatore. It's all the art is Todd McFarlane from Spawn fame. So, and that game has such a diversity on what you can do in that game. If more people wanted me to play it on stream, I probably would. Look at all these primalist idols. So Sparks, I wish... yeah, Kingdom of Amalur is I think it's fantastic. I love the writing. I love how you can change your character and everybody can play it different. Especially if you use the chakrams and everything. It is very a D&D type story, though. Like, 100%. But this is what I wish was, where is it? This right here is how I wish they did Charms in D2. Because you have all these slots and you can just put the idols in there. I wish that it was like that. Sun. Lightning. Minion cold. Nobody does fire damage. I want that idol to put in. Yeah, if they had this system, it would. I think it would work a lot better. I want to find a good minion one. There's a lot of cold damage. I think the raptor eventually does fire damage, so we'll just go here, and you can move that over there. Because over here, you're trying to get either get an exile for a shield or black for a mace. Okay. Yeah, so we got like minion lightning, minion fire, minion lightning, and minion fire. So that should, because I got one minion that does lightning damage, which are my wolves, and then my storm crows do lightning damage, and then my raptor, he does fire damage. The bear's just straight up physical damage though. So let's we could probably shatter that. I want to shatter the ones that have minion affixes on them. So funny thing, you guys, is this system right here. D4 actually took aspects of this system, and that's how you can do your upgrading your affixes and everything. But you will never hear Blizzard tell you that. Look at that. Now we got health shard, endurance shard. It did not give us the minion shard though. Yeah, so there's aspects of this game that have been borrowed by other game companies. So then we're going to go here. We're going to go back to the Shattered Valley. It almost sounds like it's raining outside. But yeah, this is just one era, and you'll see once I get further on, you'll get to switch eras. Some people, what they do is they is they cheese the system, and they don't even play the full campaign. They stop, and then they get to monolith. But I actually don't like the monolith, so we're not going to do that. I'm all about lore and story before endgame. I always love lore and endgame. You got snow where you're at? Man, I heard that, like where we used to live, got hit with... Yes, I did say doo-doo. Like Washington State has been getting hit with wind and snow storms. It doesn't really snow like that much in Texas. Especially not where I'm in Texas. I'm in Houston, so Houston doesn't really get a lot of snow. But I will say I don't miss, it raining for like 6 days nonstop. Also the fact that it doesn't matter how long I've been here, like, heat just still destroys me. Still, to this day. It's so weird. These enemies like always give me a hard time. So any of the minion builds in this game are really good for survivability. I lived in Fort Worth, Texas, and couldn't stand the heat. Man, it's really hot, and I had no idea it got this hot. I'm not even from Eastern Washington where it gets hot. I'm from like Western Washington by Seattle, and over there it does not get really hot. It rains like a mofo, and it's always cold. So that's the difference out here. Also, just the way it looks out here is so different. Like, I've never been to Fort Worth, but I will say, like, it's like a freaking heat index, and it's like, I'm so, like, used to, like, just, also the way the buildings and everything, it literally looks like you're in a time machine. What's up? If you know, you know. Look at that. We got a Hell Reach Rogue Bow. It just sucks that we're getting all these things because the season starts in like 2 weeks. I normally don't play Rogue Bow builds, so yeah. Also, some of the lingo in Texas is different. Like, when I first got here, and I said, like, hey, where do I go get some JoJo's? Like, nobody knew what I was talking about. Or, I was working, and this dude I was working with, said, hey, do you want some soda water? And I'm like, what the hell is soda water? I had no idea what he was talking about. Like, I've heard pop, and I've heard soda. What's up, Corey? But I had no idea what he was talking about. But I think that's just, like I said, I think that's just, like, regional things. What's up, Corey? But yeah, we're playing Last Epoch for anybody coming in. I'm just kind of... We were socializing about the weather and stuff. Thank you for liking the live, though, Corey. Like, this game, though, if you're not playing Last Epoch with summons, though, the game does get a little bit more difficult. If you're doing this, there's only 2 classes that have minions, really. Well, 3, technically, because the Rogue has a Falcon. Like, you can do a Falconer build, and the Falcon just wrecks everything on screen. This is one of the most popular classes. Probably because it got reworked. The Acolyte, which you could call the Necromancer, it has like a lot of variety. I have an Acolyte already. But yeah, I have an Acolyte already, and they have like skeletons, they have mages. I just didn't know if you guys would want me to switch it up and show off that class. But this is like my go-to. I have several classes for this game, but I normally do the primalist all the way. It's the closest there is to a barbarian. But yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing the Acolyte, I can most definitely show. I think I have like a level 20 something. Also, if you guys wanted, I can show you guys a Top Gear character. I can show you a level 65 character. So I have like a level 65 beastmaster too that I could show off. But yeah, I can show that off if you guys were interested. Because this is a very low level one. Alright, let me, let's leave the game. Because I want to show you guys, like, some of the higher level characters and what you can do with the higher level stuff. Because I have a level 62 Beastmaster here. We got a level 20 Necro, but if we go to Legacy... Oh, I think I got... So this is a level 25, but let's, see, because there's a Necro that I got right here. So I could show, just so you guys have an idea of the other, and then because our Beastmaster's 25, we can go to Damn Queen and show you guys the Necro. Just so you guys can see like the light and dark sides of things. I'm probably in almost the same area. I don't know exactly how far back I am with this one. Yeah, we're a little further back than I thought I'd be. So we'll show off one section with the Necro, and then I'm gonna show off. Thank you for the heart. So with this character, you have your golems.
No matter.
And let's actually use Hunger and Souls instead. because I prefer Hungering Souls. So here's the Necromancer build, where you can get so much stuff right here. See, and then you just shoot these skulls off. And I'll just show you guys this right here. So that's a Necro build right here. Like, not too shabby. You get a line of minions on screen. You can shoot out skulls like that. For the skills, for the Necro, you have Summon Wraith, you have Abominations, you have Summon Skeletal Mage, Wandered Spirit, Transplant. But let's, so we are working on our Beastmaster, but I want to show you what a Beastmaster build looks like when you're at endgame. So these are going to be, and I know there's a slight delay on screen, but okay. So I'm going to show you a beefy one. So this right here is my beefy. Live chat didn't appear on your screen in the last 2 minutes. Try using a mobile device to view comments. Is that the Dragon Grotto, or where are we supposed to go? I don't even know where I was doing. But yeah, this is like towards the end of the game. So I think this is Act 10, which I did not finish, so I'm going to showcase off like this endgame build for it. Oh, this one I have the Tyrannosaurus, so... That's the Untamed Forest. We'll enter the Dragon Gate. Is this the waypoint? So there's the Dragon Gate. So I think we have to go this way. So yeah, this is the towards the end of the game. Level 62. I've never maxed out a character on here, so... What's up, Craig? So this is going to be towards the end of the game. We have the Tyrannosaurus, which you could only get in the end of this season. See, so there's a T-Rex. There's our wolf. There's our tarantula. There's our raptor. There's our bear. Look at that. So everybody, this is towards the end of the game. I never made it really further than this, so let's just, you know... This is like, it's close to an endgame build. Look at that. We got a little dinosaur over here that's helping us out. What's up, David? But yeah, let's just work on this build. Let's see what we can get out of it. I don't even know what we're supposed to be doing besides finding some dragon grotto. But yeah, we got a T-Rex that's buffing us too. Big old T-Rex. We got T-Rex, we got a wolf. Oh yeah, we're wearing Weaver's gear, so this there's gear in here that has like it's called Weaver's Will. So it buffs every time you play. So the more you get through, the more enemies you kill, the stronger it gets. I don't even know what gear we're wearing, but we'll showcase off this build. I do like the Beastmaster. This is a two-handed Beastmaster too, so look at this. So this is how optimized your builds can get towards the end using the Beastmaster. Also, our scorpion like births baby scorpions, and all of it causes poison damage. And then the T-Rex you only get through the primordial stuff. And the T-Rex, when it dies, it revives itself. What's up, Natus? Oh look, our idol got revamped right there. I guess there's, if we... this is not a witch build. This is, the Beastmaster build in last epoch. So you can have multiple minions. All your skills have their own skill trees. We have a bear. We have a dinosaur. We have scorpions. We have wolves. We have a raptor for elemental resistances. I think we just completed one of our side quests. There's a dragon. No, he's... The Beastmaster has been in there since the beginning. It's the Primalist. It's the Primalist in one of his subclasses. Yeah, Primalist is an OG. He's been there since the beginning. Yeah. So in last epoch, this carrot class has always been there. Oh, you always play the witch? Yeah, this one's not a witch. I normally don't play the Acolyte too much unless I'm doing a Necromancer build, and that's about it. Primalist is just like so dope as a class, where you could just beef this up so much. I wish I could play this on a controller, but the way that it feels with the controller was not vibing with me. But I'm sure that will change. I think it's because they're focusing it for the PS5, so it's going to be PlayStation centric. But I wish it was coming to Xbox as well. That would have been nice. Because that's the console that gets... You can literally... If you want an easy primalist build, you could do a shaman with totems. There's a lightning totem that just wrecks everything on screen. This one's more of what I call a lazy build. Because you can almost play it with just one hand. That's what I'm doing right now, see? I do gotta put points into all my things though. But there is a new season coming in about 2 weeks. There's a new season. I don't go to sites to get my builds. I make them myself. Like 100% I think of an idea for a build. It's the same way I play D2. It's the same way I will play Path of Exile. It's the same way I play Grim Dawn. I think of what I want to do in a build, and then I try and find a way to make it work. So I've never been on Max Roll or Icy Veins or any of that. But yeah, I've never looked up a build. Like, that might be weird, but yeah, I've never looked up a build. But that's just me. You can somebody that makes a lot of builds, if you really want to look up builds, Aaron Action RPG, who's a content creator. He does a lot of last epoch builds, but I don't do build guides most of the time because people are gonna say that I need better equipment all the time anyway. So. D2, even with D2 Barbarian, I would still do it my own way. Part of my problem when I'm playing the Barbarian in Diablo 2 is I don't like shouts, so I don't use them. But with Last Epoch, there is no Barbarian build, so you could make a Barbarian in here. You would just not use your summons, and you'd probably be more of a Shaman class, I would say. But it's hard for me not to do summons in this game because they're so dope, they're so good. And also, like, you can have a T-Rex, but it's only for Season 3. Season 3 is the only way you can have the T-Rex, so. But I have a T-Rex, so. I didn't realize there were so many dragons in this area. What's up, awesome? But yeah, anybody that's curious about my builds and how I do them is I come up with an idea. Like right now I'm trying to get a druid to work, but I want it to be a zoo build without elemental stuff. So through hours and hours of me just re-speccing, trying out different character types, I got up at 7 a.m. this morning and started working on it with Ghost Queen. And I realized that I could just do Werebear, do Maul, and then also put in the Lycanthropy to beef it up. And that's how I would make it work. I normally... The only person that I'll try and get information is I ask Sparks. Because Sparks is good information for D2 stuff. But normally it's... I just give it a go. I just give it a go and see what happens. I have hit my head numerous times over me screwing up builds. But the Warlock, that's how I figured out how to make a demon build and make it so powerful that it does really well. You can get through normal and nightmare hell, I just got to figure out better gear for like resistances. Lightning resistance is the biggest issue. But aside from that, we'll just shatter some stuff here and out in the wild. What's up, wolves? But yeah, anybody curious, there is no build guides that I do. I am 100% just whatever comes to my mind. And sometimes, like, I want to try and do a warlock where instead of doing yeah, we're Act 5. We're in Act 5 now. It's just, the Warlock just kind of... I need to tweak some stuff with it. I need resistances is what I need. But it's hard for me to give up the gear I have, so... I like Warlock. I realized I was building Warlock right when the build that I'm basically doing, I saw it on a YouTube video. The exact same build that I was doing. Like 100% the same build. The plan for this weekend is Friday there is no stream. And then Saturday we'll do something and Sunday we'll probably do something. But right now, like, I know Friday is the only day I won't be streaming. What is that? That is nowhere near the one I'm using right now. I wish I could shatter that, but I can't. It's... like, I don't think I can upgrade any of this stuff. That only has 1%. I'm trying to see if any of these have forging potential left. Most of these I don't have any forging potential left on them. Yeah. I maxed out the forging potential. That we can do. That's 2.6, that's T5. That's recovery speed. Yeah, you can upgrade your gear so much in here. Like Tyrannet's skull right here is +2 to all minion skills and summons a Tyrannosaurus. Let's go back through. So one thing about this game is if you leave an area and come back, all the enemies respawn. But you can shatter all the gear that you find, except for legendaries, or they call them uniques in this game, and you can get shards from the gear. So if you don't want the gear, you can just shatter them if you have runes of shattering. And then you can take those shards and you can upgrade gear, and you can make something that originally is crap into something nice. Or you could just, you know, there's 2 different factions you can join. One, you get gear that drops, and one, you can go into the bazaar and you can just buy it, which I don't do. I'm all about finding my gear. That is why on PoE I don't have awesome gear, because it's all based on what I find. I've never bought anything on PoE, and I've never used Path of Building. So I've never used Path of Building. I've never gone on the trade website. And that's when I get PoE players that tell me I'm playing the game wrong. It's for that one reason. And I'm like, well, there's no right or wrong way to play the game. Alright, let's go here. We're probably going to fight a dragon here. Just a thought, we're breaking dragon eggs, so I'm just assuming. Oh. Never mind. We're not fighting a dragon. We just broke some chains or something. I'm going to preheat the oven here in a second. The wrong way to play the game is losing the game, and everyone in chat just lost the game. I have heard that before. What's up, Elmron? Yeah, I've been told so many times playing so many different games that I'm not playing it right. Or you're not playing the right class. I play the classes that I enjoy. That's what I do. That's why I will say from time to time the PoE community can be kind of toxic. Now you get to walk across the chains. And now you're here. Hey Sparks, I was happy the other day because I had a hell rune drop in hell. Oh, I don't know if you were here, Sparks, when I beat Duriel with a druid on with no potions left. It was so awesome. I also beat Anduriel with that druid I made with no with only hitting her 4 times. Now we can throw shurikens. I've never even seen a maul drop, so I'm hoping at some point I just get like stuff. "10 FPS stream, bro, and the game audio is coming from your mic for some reason." Yeah, I know. It's coming from my computer. My mic's not attached right now. When I do this on Steam, it is not as fluid as when I stream for the Xbox. But this is... You saw the no potion run? Yeah. My warlock is pretty beefy, I will say. I think I already went that way. Oh, something dropped. It's a... I hate it when stuff drops and it's not stuff I'm looking for. Also, people say Warlock can practically do the whole no gear. It's slightly broken, I will say, at times. But you know what? I don't mind playing the Warlock because it's different. I like theory crafting the Warlock because I feel like there's so many different options. It's the new pally, nothing wrong. It's just... Oh, I don't have an issue with it. I like playing the class, so... I don't think there's anything... The only thing I would change about the Warlock is if you gave the Warlock an ability like Warmth. Because mana is an issue with that class. So, I would like... I think they should have a skill that increases your mana and something early on, like in the first 10 levels you can get it. Because after your first 10 levels, you really don't need help with mana. But aside from that, like demon builds are really good. I don't know much about Echoing Strike. Man, this game is lagging. Like, I keep, like, jumping backwards. Yeah. The frame rate in this one right now, for some reason, is really freaking bad. Really bad. What's up, Busy? But like, you can literally face tank with this character. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to face tank like that. What's up, Ronan? Yeah, the last epoch is like struggling right now. I don't know what it is. Hey, people can play the builds they like. It's like in this game, people really play the paladin in here because it can face tank everything. What up, Mario? Yeah, every game has its classes that are like broken. Man, I do not know what's going on with this right now. Maybe it wasn't good to play this today because it's sluggish. It really feels sluggish right now. Yeah, this game is not doing well right now. Alright, so we're gonna exit the desktop and we're gonna do a different game because this one is like slogging right now. So let's open Steam. Here we're gonna jump in something different that I have not played on the channel. We're just going to okay. Just give me a second to actually get it. So we're going to do a different game. This game is actually releasing into 1.0 in about 2 weeks. So we're going to do this instead. So we're going to play Dragonkin. But I think I need to... I need to update the thing. We'll see if we can get it to load. This is really glitchy. Very glitchy. Okay. I'm not downloading, I'm playing off my PC, and I think that's the problem. So... Yeah, my piece. Look, I turned the game off, and it let me fix this, and then I'll be back in a second. So let me cut the stream, and then I'll be back on in just one. Let's see. I think playing on the PC just is not gonna work today. Yeah, I just think it was the PC was getting hot or something, or I don't know. My PC is also very old. But all right. So let's restart OBS.